Hey guys, it's the LiftMaster Door Guy. We are here today. We are once again in my room looking at my Reina Relante. And we are here today with a classic opener that I pulled out. This has got to be probably one of my favorite units. First we'll get kind of a view here. The door arm. We can see that. I did have to change the door arm. I was able to mount it right to my Chamberlain header bracket. Here is the rail. As you can see, we've got the double L rail. Right up to the motor head, we have the Challenger model JG850. I was told by the homeowner that this was installed about 40 years back. Not sure if that's right or not, but I guess, they must have a pretty good idea what they're talking about. And this was apparently installed by the company that I work for now, way back when. But awesome, awesome unit. This, as you can see, the motor head here, there's really not much to it. I mean, it is this little tiny thing. 1/3 horsepower motor, by the way. It, let's see here. The motor sits right inside in the back, and it's got this little needle gear that sticks up and drives a gear on top with a sprocket. Just like, I don't remember if I showed you guys the gears on my 65B, my overhead door model 65B. It's the same kind of setup. There's a little helical gear on top right off the motor that drives a big gear that's got a sprocket mounted right in it. Actually, it might even be the same as the Genie SP99 lifted doors. I'm thinking that also they might be the same as this gear setup. What caused this unit to be replaced? The door froze to the ground, and when it tried to run, it broke a tooth. Well, it didn't break it as much as it just kind of smashed it. One of the the teeth that's on the black plastic gear, that, a metal gear or plastic gear, which one's going to break first? It's going to be the plastic gear. There's the black plastic gear on top with the sprocket, and the metal gear just kind of broke a tooth off of that plastic gear, kind of smashed it over. I was able to straighten it out with a screwdriver and get it so it runs, and it doesn't make really any noise other than, its normal operation. But this is a really good unit. Also, there was a question about why my door jumps. It's the track setup is all it is. It's the track setup. I have seen other low headroom doors do it. It was nothing that I was concerned about. But anyway, we're going to run this for you, and I'm going to show you a couple more features of it. We're going to run it, use the 58LM. The button that you have was just a regular doorbell button. I'm sure it was not the original. It looked way too new. Here we go, 58LM. Very, very fast unit. We'll run this down so you can see the speed. This thing definitely moves right along. Of course, we've got the good old thermal light delay. Very, very solid built unit, other than the fact that one gear was plastic. Hopefully the sound came out good on that one. My LiftMaster 1265, the sound seemed like it was real quiet. I mean, that is a quiet machine, but somebody had asked me about the sound on that too. It sounds probably like that 1260 that I showed you guys on that 6x9 Clopay. Wrong way. 8x6.9. Maybe that is what I said. Don't know. Anyway, what I want to show you here is the door arm. It's kind of cool how this door arm is. I just used my regular Chamberlain bracket here to mount this, and pull the pin out. The door arm just has this little hook, and I'll hook that back on for a sec. To release it, as you can see, there is no emergency rope. I don't believe that there ever was at one time. To release it, you push this up, and ouch, that sucked. That released it from the track, and also dropped the door arm. Oh. But anyway, that releases it from the track. There's just a little, let's see if we can see it up in there. Kind of, maybe, possibly. There we go. Just a little thing on the chain that you can't really see the notch in it. You can't really see the notch, but there's just a little pin in here that pushes up, and that releases it from there. And you run it back by, and it re-engages. I'll get the door over here. All right. So, the other weak link about these openers is when the door was down, you could just push them open. And of course, it's going to make a fool out of me, but you could just push these open without doing anything to them. I mean, that was the thing. And the other thing, so if it was on a door that was heavy at all, which we've seen a couple of those, it was on a door that was heavy, and it would not stay up in the head. So you'd run it up, and the door would fall halfway back down, and of course, that was no good. So it sounds like we may be replacing another one of these in the near future, which that's great. Anyway, Challenger, model JG850, 1/3 horsepower. Check back next Tuesday. Not sure what I got, but we'll see. Check back, subscribe to the channel.